Hey there, I'm Maddie Gardner at the WBTV News Now desk. Thanks for sticking with us on this Wednesday afternoon. We are talking about something that a lot of people are pretty excited about, the Final Four in New Orleans. Of course, we have two big North Carolina powerhouse basketball teams playing. We have UNC, the Tar Heels from Chapel Hill, and Duke, the Blue Devils from Durham. So tickets are the hot item, not just in our state, but really across the country. So we had to talk to StubHub today to figure out what is going on and how people can buy tickets. I'm going to route up Adam Budelli with StubHub now. So Adam, we're going to take you here. And how's it going? We're so excited to talk to you today. So first and foremost, it seems like we're having some technical issues here. There we go. We're back again. Everyone's talking to us, but we just want to talk to you about this. So how are ticket sales going for the Final Four, and how much are tickets going for?
We are more than double in current sales as we look at the 2019, and even higher than 15% of last year. But overall, the average ticket price so far, going up from yesterday to today, is around $1,056, which is only second compared to a 2015 national championship or national finals in Indianapolis.
And that is when the Duke Blue Devils were playing, and they actually won the national championship. So it must be the Duke fans that are shelling out that cash for those tickets, Adam. And this is one of the largest priced tickets that you guys have seen for the Final Four.
Correct. I mean, certainly unprecedented. I think, as you mentioned, there's quite a bit of storylines. I mean, starting in this great state of North Carolina, you have one of the largest, best rivalries in college basketball meeting for the first time in the postseason. Now you add it to a Final Four, obviously makes it a bucket list type game for those two fan bases. And then on the other side, I mean, Kansas and Villanova, two other blue blood programs that know how to travel well, and then New Orleans. I mean, who doesn't want to be in New Orleans for a marquee game like this?
Absolutely. So are you completely sold out on StubHub yet of tickets, or are people still trying to snag those?
Currently, we have about 3,400 tickets still available, which is not a lot when you consider the fact that this is in the Superdome, that it will have 78,000 fans in attendance on Saturday. But it is a unique game overall, and one that makes the Final Four just an awesome event, because when you typically look at a marquee event, you look at what the get-in price is, which currently is about $280 for the upper level. That drastically changes as you get closer and closer to the basketball court. You know, this is not a football game in this size of a stadium. So if you do want to sit closer in the 100 level, or even as you get more in the actual sidelines of the court, that's going to quickly increase to well over $5,000 to $6,000 per ticket.
Yeah, and you talk about getting those courtside seats. What's the price looking like for those versus, I hate to call it the nosebleeds, but the seats that are higher up in the Superdome?
Yeah, the higher up right now, I would say, is a tremendous value, whether you're a local sports fan in general in New Orleans, or just traveling to go to your first Final Four. That price looks at around $280 right now per ticket. But if you do want to sit in that lower, courtside, you're well above $8,000 to $9,000, with the highest ticket price so far sold on StubHub being just over $13,000.
$13,000 for a single ticket?
Correct.
And this is for the Final Four Saturday's games. We're not even talking about the national championship yet.
Correct. The demand clearly is focused on Saturday, which is typical for a Final Four weekend. And then depending on which teams win on Saturday, you'll see a massive massive spike in sales and potentially prices for the Monday night matchup.
Yeah, because I can't even lie. When my team won on Sunday, it was like, how do I get to New Orleans? And can I afford to get down there? And the ticket prices then were averaging around $600 for those higher up seats. So I almost did it. But then the travel to get down there was a little bit daunting, the price for that.
Exactly.
So did you see a spike in ticket sales once the Final Four teams were set?
Yes, we saw the typical spike on Saturday, but I think the largest spike, which as expected came a little bit late in that North Carolina game, when it was very clear that they were going to be meeting Duke in the Final Four, and that was the largest spike we saw in total sales. And then it's just a matter, again, as people are booking their flights, we've seen incrementally each day the average ticket price sold go up. So even though the get-in price, as you mentioned, may be a little bit lower, and more affordable for a lot of fans, the higher price tickets have certainly increased and held their current value.
And as far as trends go, where people are buying tickets from, where these buyers are located, are you seeing any concentration toward North Carolina with us having two teams playing on Saturday?
I think in general, because of these four fan bases are truly across the country, it's hard to see a massive spike. But North Carolina is certainly leading the way with about 11% of our sales coming from the state, and then followed by New York at 10%, and then New Jersey and California in 9%.
And unfortunately, with big marquee games like this, especially, you know, Duke and UNC on Saturday, we are hearing about ticket scams, Adam. So what do we need to know about that, and how can we make sure that we aren't falling victim to people trying to take advantage of us and sell us fake tickets?
Yes, I mean, at StubHub, what we always say is make sure you know before you go and use the technology at your hand. Only buy through a trusted, credible source that has partners, as well as a fan protect guarantee. Never purchase tickets off the street or in cash, as there's no recourse. And be careful. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are fortunate enough to have tickets. Do not post pictures of your barcode ahead of the game. There are scammers, as you mentioned, that look through social media trying to find those screen grabs and quickly recreate it into a ticket to scan in. And just really, you know, be exciting and just look up the venue. There's a lot of different rules and regulations in place these days, but it's going to be an amazing Final Four down in New Orleans, and we're excited to play a small part in that.
You make such a good point. I never thought about not posting tickets on social media because someone could get that barcode, but you know, paper tickets are kind of a thing of the past at this point, so don't be posting the screenshots or anything like that.
Exactly.
That makes total sense. Adam, any more tips for people who are trying to buy those last minute tickets and get down to New Orleans for this weekend?
Yeah, I mentioned technology, but you know, on StubHub there we do have a price alert as well as a best value tool. So if you are fortunate enough and planning to go, again, use the technology out there to make sure you're staying either within your budget or having the ability to find the ticket that's the best value for you in a given section. But have fun. It's going to be a tremendous Final Four, and frankly, it's not very often that you're going to have true four of the powerhouses of college basketball all meeting together.
Yeah, so who are you picking to win it all?
You know, all I will say is we are the official partner of the North Carolina Tar Heels and Kansas Jayhawks, so we'd love to see both of them advance to the next round.
I love that, Adam. Thank you so much, Adam Budelli with StubHub. This is such an interesting conversation and a topic, so I'm sure many people will be interested here. Even if they're not going this weekend, it's still fascinating to think about someone paying, what was it, $13,000 for a single ticket?
Correct, yep.
Who is that? I want to know who they are. I want to see if they have
I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Anonymity.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Adam. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look now outside at Uptown Charlotte. The sky camera there will pull that up for you. And we will be back in just a few moments on WBTV News Now.